So here is a question to all the flat earthers who believe the International Space Station, the ISS, is being faked just to deceive people. If you go to any planetarium software, this is Sky Safari Pro 6, and turn on the satellites, near the celestial equator, you will see a line of geostationary satellites, and there are many dozens of them. These don't move in the sky, and they are up there every night. But here's the catch. You cannot see them with the naked eye. So the question is, why would NASA or any other space agency fake so many satellites that the majority of the population will never see? The only way to see these is with a high-powered telescope and a long exposure on your camera, as I have done and as I will play later in this video. Why would they waste so much time and effort and no doubt cost to fake dozens of satellites that virtually nobody will ever see? If we go to Stellarium, we can see the same thing. This is looking north, and we can see the geostationary satellites here. Now, if we zoom right in, you can see that because the stars are moving across the sky, they are moving relative to the satellites. The satellites are in fact remaining stationary. And this can be observed any clear night with a powerful telescope looking at the correct position in the sky, as I have done many times and as you will see now. So I'll play some footage now. It's a time lapse taken with my own telescope, and I have done this many times and I have shown this type of video before. But again, my question to the flat earthers is, why would they fake all these satellites that virtually nobody is ever going to see? Now, when the telescope is tracking, the star field remains stationary and you see the satellites apparently moving across the screen. When I stop the tracking on the telescope, you will see the satellites are fixed in the screen and the stars are moving. And then further in the video, I start the tracking again. And occasionally you see a non-geostationary satellite like that one move across the screen. But the geostationary satellites are all moving in a similar fashion, because that apparent motion is coming from the telescope tracking at the sidereal rate. And a further question to flat earthers: as you watch this video, you will notice that all the stars remain stationary in the frame. Now, this is an equatorial mount correctly polar aligned for Sydney, Australia. It is tracking on a single axis at all times at a steady rate. I can point the telescope to any position in the night sky, and using that same axis of rotation and the same rate, the stars will all remain stationary in the time lapse. How is that possible on a flat Earth? Quite simply, it is not. I have been asking for years for flat earthers to show us a model explaining the operation of an equatorial mount, and of course they can't do that. So just the fact that we are tracking every star in this frame using the same axis of rotation at a steady rate is yet another proof that the Earth is not flat.